Hello, everyone. Should have sound. Was fixing the sound. Was fixing the sound. Okay, let me see. Okay. Game already starts. Before we get into our games today, let's see. Let's thank our sponsors first. Let's thank BNB Chain, Biosyn, and Zoomi Finance for sponsoring today's live streaming. We gotta thank them, so we have the stream. All right. And yep, that's it for the introduction. Now let's get into the games. Let's see. I think we ended with Group A last time. Let me see. Was it Group A? Not Group A. Group 7? Yeah, I think Group 7. Okay. So let's start with Group A this time. Let's see. There are gonna be a lot of absence. Okay. Absence. Oh my god. Look at this. 4K Veil Power absence. That story. Okay. Oh, this looks good. Let's watch it live first. Let's see. It's Academy Infernal versus Academy Zen Valley. Academy versus Academy. Academy Infernal School 3. This name looks like a scholarship account. Looks like a scholarship account. Academy and Inferno should probably be aggro. This is this is probably a aggro scholarship account. Then this one is probably control. Yeah, Zen Valley and Academy is usually control. Unless they run the 2 mana bird. But it doesn't look like Lane is running a bird, so it's probably a control deck. Why Scarlet account? Because it says School 3, you know? Most of the time, when guilds run their scholarship account, they name it like School 1, School 2, School 3, stuff like that. So this name is School 3, so I think this is a scholarship account. Okay. Lin is doing pretty well. Lin's doing pretty well. Lin's Lin has a good board control with this enhanced empathize and this one too. Both of these is very good for board control. This one's for AoE and this one is for single target. Okay, this is a little bit unlucky for Lin. This one could have hit either Mila or hit the golem, but it hit the wrong golem. Oh, Lin has two accounts. Maybe we'll see Lin's second account later. But yeah, even if Lin is a little bit unlucky, there's no big problem for Lin because Lin is doing well. Lin own the game, own the board right now. For most of the scholarship account I know, it's usually very budget limited. So they usually won't run very high level cards. So, yep. It's very hard for this School 3 account to come back when Lin has this board. The only way to come back is usually strong legendary cards with high level, but since it's a scholarship account, it's very unlikely to happen. So that was a GG. Okay, so Lin got that second game. Let's see how Lin got the first game. Okay, let's see. Starting hand. It's very interesting because this school 3 account, during game 2, I didn't see a single Inferno card. And then this game 1, the first 4 starting cards are all Academy cards. There's still no Inferno. So I don't know, is this a pure Academy deck or there's actually Inferno cards? We don't know yet. But for now, I think this is pretty Academy, pretty Academy. And this one, Lin's card. Oh, Lin is super control. So Lin is probably, so we saw it last game. So Lin's strategy is probably fill the board with nice body creature. So the attack can be low, it's fine, but the HP has to be high. So as long as there's creatures on the board, Lin can just use the cards to buff. So that's Lin's strategy. So let's see how Lin got this game. Oh, Lin actually saved all these cards. Lin doesn't want to change. So Lin thinks this is a good combo. He can pass turn 1, and then when turn 3, he can burn 1 card and just play turn 4. Play this 4, turn 2, play this 1, and then probably goes into Mountain Power. But this Magic Obelisk is pretty hard counter to Lin's strategy. It's a hard counter to Lin's strategy. It delays Lin's plan by 1 turn. So, yep, this hidden core is pretty much a free hidden core. This this school account just got this hidden core for free. There's no there's no there's no trade between Lin and school account because Lin didn't have any cards to play. So this hidden core got placed down pretty much for free. And then Lin finally played his first card. But then Lin sadly didn't put it in the middle, so couldn't deal with the bloody ghost. Has to deal with this bloody ghost first before Lin runs out of card. So, or maybe Lin is just going to go all in. Lin's gonna buff this guy up with all the buff cards, and then yep, just see if he can take away this guy before his cards or gets being thrown away. This is a pretty lucky draw. This clean sweep is pretty lucky draw. If Lin plays it at the top, he can get that A damage in, but he's gonna lose one more card. And looks like Lin doesn't want to lose his card because he only has 1 left right now. 1 extra card in his hand. So, okay. So it seems like a good choice. Seems like a good choice because if Lin didn't use clean sweep at the middle row, then he's gonna only have 1 card, and then when he draw this Sphinx, he can burn his legendary and then play this because he's gonna be 1 mana less. So That's actually a good choice. That's a smart move for Lin. And then Lin draws combo. Lin draws combo because he sweep away the Bloody Ghost at middle row. So he's able to play the swing. And then that gets him 2 draw. And then one of them is a combo. So he gets to play combo. And this combo probably wins him the game. Yep. This is a pretty good game. Pretty good game. I would say this game is all about that clean sweep that Lin play at the mid row. That's why I made Lin win the game. That's a good play for Lin. Good play from Lin. So the game. Okay, let's see. Nope. Let's see other round 3 group. Group 9. Let's see. Let's see. Round 3. This one is 1K difference. 700. Maybe. We'll see later. Oh, Lucky Star and Panthera. Interesting. Let's check this out. We saw Panthera last yesterday. Or not yesterday, the day before yesterday. So let's see how Panthera is doing today. So, okay, Panthera seems to be running the same deck. And then Lucky Star is running the classic Priest deck. So Lucky Star's deck is probably built around Tempo Priest. Basically, it's basically play Tempo Priest and then hope it doesn't die somehow. Just hope it doesn't die. And then you throw whatever buff you got in your hand. Just dump them all on Tempo Priest. And then Tempo Priest will help you win the game. Alright, let's see how Lucky Star wins this one. Okay, Lucky Star started with Peach Hermit. And then Panthera started with Long Year Girl. It's a 50-50. I don't think anyone outplayed the other one. But this turn though is very interesting. Caroline is a super strong card, and Panthera has a buff to enhance his Caroline, but Lucky Star also has a buff card to enhance his Tempo Priest. So interesting. Interesting. Is Caroline strong enough to help Panthera stay in the game? Or is Lucky Star gonna take out Panthera with his super buff Tempo Priest? Oh, Panthera got clean sweep. Ah, this is a sad story. So Lucky Star wasn't very lucky. Lucky Star didn't get his hexproof. Okay, okay. Lucky Star. Oh my god. And then it's the next card. Hexproof is the next one. This feels so sad. Lucky Star is 1 card away. Lucky Star was literally 1 card away from his hexproof. Yep. Oh. So, yep. The hexproof comes a little bit too late, and it's probably not gonna do it. Hexproof is probably not gonna do it by now. We can see Panthera is a true bamboo lover. He runs a lot of the he runs a lot of bamboos. Okay, okay. Control wins the first game. Let me see the chat. Mine is gonna start in 5 minutes. Uranus boy. So, what's your in-game name? We can check out your games later. After we finish Lucky Star. Oh, and Lucky Star actually won the game. So, let's see how he won this match. Let's see. Okay. Got 2 mana, 3 mana. Got buff cards, just no Caroline, but it's pretty decent starting hand. And oh, Dan Hermit. Interesting choice. Okay. This Dan Hermit is probably the only card that I wouldn't expect from Zen Frozen deck. This card is a special card. It's a special card. Oh, and then he actually got Temple Priest after switching. So he has Temple Priest first turn. And Sura has the Protector. So this round one is also 50-50. We still don't know who is in the pro. This turn though, turn. This turn I think Kansura is doing better. I mean, logically, if you are the players, then if you are Panthera, you're probably worried about Lucky Strike right now because his Temple Priest is on the board for 2 turns in a row by now. So you can probably see a super buff Temple Priest pretty much this turn if Lucky Star actually got his buff card. But you know, we can see their hands. So we know after all the draws, Lucky Star got literally no buff cards. So it's looking better for Panthera right now. Oh, one more draw and still not a buff card. That's pretty unlucky. Oh, but this dear Sage, this is pretty smart play, I would say. Lucky Star probably knows Pansora is a super buff deck as well, but instead of buffing just one creature and made the creature a super monster, Pansora's deck is built around buffing everyone. So it's a smart move. It's a smart move to decrease the attack of all the minions on board. But it's only good before Pansora gets Hymn of Light. But Lucky Star has the armor, dude. It has 6 armor. For decks like this, for decks that fills up the board and then use buff cards to buff all the minions on board, um the best way to counter them is actually putting down a high armor creature. It's yeah, it's pretty much the best solution you can get in the game right now. Because if you use clean sweep or stuff like that, then they will just place it down again. But if you put armor creature, then there's nothing they can do. As long as they can't get through the armor, then they will just be stuck. Okay, this is game 3. The last game for them. And Indra Nectar, didn't see this card. So looking, I would say ordinary for Panthera. Nothing special. And for Lucky Star, ooh, did Lucky Star change his deck? Let's see the Bell Power. Oh, oh, it's different. Yeah, so Lucky Star is probably running a different deck. Oh, okay. Yeah, because usually people don't run Lin, Flowing Blade, this Lin, and Brave Teacher. For Frozen Zen deck, if it's built around the Tempo Priest, it's usually just buff cards. And maybe you do run Mastering Seclusion, but usually you don't run Brave Teacher and Lin. So when I see these two cards, I think Lucky Star changed his deck, and yeah, Lucky Star actually changed his deck. So let's see how this this game is probably gonna look like the last game if this deck is the same as the deck he used last game, because the battle power is exactly the same. And this combo, this baby bear with Link combo is probably one of the best, even if season 2 cards come out, this combo is probably still gonna be decent even after season 2 cards come out, because um this combo is a combo that you can play round 1, so you can literally play this combo whenever you have it in your hand, and then you just start with this combo. And the only way to deal with this combo is you have a Master Seclusion, and then you predict where they're gonna play this combo, and then you put your Master there. But that is pretty much impossible unless you're watching their screen. So, yep, this is a super strong start for Lucky Star. And Lucky Star has Pitch Festival, and ideally he's gonna draw a bunch of buff cards. Okay, maybe not bunch, just Yin Seal. Uh, maybe just one, but still a buff card. Okay, still no buff card besides this Yin Seal. Oh, and Lucky Star is not going to use it. Gonna use the Dan Hermit. What's Lucky Star looking for? Is he looking for the rabbit? Looking for the long-eared girl or the baby bear? I think that's his plan. Look for heritage creature, either baby bear or the long-eared girl. Oh, this is pretty lucky. Play the buff, then the buff gets Pixie. Okay, now his Lucky Star's lane is on the way to finish the game. Panthera is trying to fill up the board. Panthera's plan right now is probably fill up the board and see if he can get the top row with high enough damage to kill Lucky Star before his mid row gets destroyed by Lucky Star's Super Rabbit. But it seems like Panthera is a little bit too late. It's a little bit too late. If Lucky Star was one turn late with his buff cards, then maybe Panthera have a chance. But Lucky Star's buff come on time, so sadly not much Panthera can do. Panthera lost the game. Did Panthera win last time? Yep, Panthera did. Let's see the rankings in this group. Oh, Panthera is doing not bad, doing not bad. And there's 3 people at the top. Interesting. So is it 2 or 3? I'm not sure. Is it 2 or 3 people that can get out of the playing stage? But last time it was 2 people. So maybe they change it this time. Maybe 3 people this time. If it's 3 people, then Panthera still have a chance. Actually, even if there's only 2, then Panthera still have a chance. As long as he keeps on winning. And let me check out the chat. My group is 40 to 50. Let me see. Let me see if your name is just Uranus something. Let me see if there's a player called. Okay, nope. Looks like never mind. All right, all right. Let's see after Lucky Star. Let's see this one. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Absent. And group number 10. The group number 10. This one is absent. Then this one is too big of a difference in bell power. Mine's absent. Mine's also absent. Okay. Go to the next page. Let's see, round 3. Rocket money. Demolishing the guy. Oh, that's a sad story. It's always sad to see people lose because the deck power difference is just too big. That's always sad. And this one is 900 bell power difference. Oh, this one looks good. Looks pretty even. All right, let's check this out. Saki versus Fry Yakpa. I have no idea how to pronounce this guy's name, but let's just call him Cry. So Stucky versus Cry. Let's see. It's Zen Valley and Frozen again, but looks like there's literally no Temple Priest. And this one is Zen Valley and Rough Rock. So this just looking at these 4 cards, this deck looks like a control deck. So it's gonna be a control deck trying to control super buff creature. Let's see how this game goes. See if control deck is able to control. Okay. Switch into 2 fortune teller side by side so they can get heritage. And Cry plays 2 festival or feast into Peach Festival. This is actually a decent combo. You get 2 creatures on the board for round 1, and then you draw 3 cards. And while you draw, you also buff the 2 reds on the board you play last turn. Pretty decent combo. So after the combo play, Saki only have Saki only have 3 cards in his hand, while Cry has 6 cards in his hand. So there's a 3 cards difference right now. And if Saki doesn't draw, then Saki will need to try and kill Cry. For Cry is able to play all his cards. Otherwise, Cry is probably able to just I would say Cry's winning condition is probably just make sure the enemy's board has no creature and then he can slowly kill them with the creature he got on his board. Because Cry is like not running any buff cards. It's all about control. So that's probably Cry's winning condition. So for Stucky is either going to draw cards and then be on the same start as Cry, so both of them will have a lot of cards, or Stucky can just see if he can kill Cry before Cry gets to play all his cards and control the board. Let's see. Stucky played the smart merchant. It looks like Stucky is trying to go aggro instead of draw cards and fill up his hands with more resources. But now he has to draw because he's running out of cards. But the Heritage doing pretty well. Fortune Teller has 3, the Merchant has 4. So there's 7 Heritage on board right now. But Cry runs a clean sweep. And that gets all the Stucky's Heritage monster. The Stucky also takes away the Pixie. So the board is back to only 2 red, and Stucky has a Temple Priest. And then Stucky has 5 cards but burns 1. Then Cry has 4, so they're about the same. At this time, Stucky's plan is probably make sure he can buff up the Temple Priest and then just clean sweep to clear up the top row, and then the buff Temple Priest can probably take down Cry. So his plan is to buff Temple Priest this turn, and if he can set up a kill, he's gonna play clean sweep, and if not, he's gonna play smart merchant. It's looking pretty good for Stucky. Then Cry has many choices right now. Cry can either play Master Ren or Pixie or Dear Sage with Master Exclusion. So Cry has 3 choices right now. It's very interesting. And I think Cry is probably not going to play Master Ren because his Master Ren is level 1 and only deals 3 damage each if he plays it at the back line. And since it's not a good choice, Cry is probably going to play Dear Sage plus Mastering Seclusion or Pixie. Both of them works because both of them can take away Temple Priest. So let's see. Oh, but Cry plays Master Ran. I would say not a very good play. Not a very good play. Yep. Cry plays Master Ran, hoping Stucky to have no creature. That's probably his plan. Just pray. Pray that Stucky has no creature in front of the Temple Priest so he can take it down. But unfortunately, Stucky has. And Stucky probably has a very good chance to have creatures because he's running a heritage deck. So I would say not a very smart choice. Not a very smart choice. If Cry thinks Stucky's gonna play something in front of the Temple Priest, the best play for him is probably Mastering Seclusion with Dear Sage. And let's assume he puts Mastering Seclusion at the back line and then Sage in the front line. He can actually take down the Temple Priest. And then he still got Master Ran in his hand. And then according to the cards we know 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙩 has right now in his hand, that might make 𝙂𝙧 win this game. So let's see how this game goes. Got another Master in Seclusion. And 𝙂𝙧𝙪 got Pitch Festival. Very good for him. This is a combo that I was talking about. So 𝙂𝙧 just played this combo, but 1 turn later. So since he knows this combo, so maybe he already thought about it, and he thought Master Ran was a better play. So we don't know. We don't know what he was thinking about. Okay. 𝙂𝙧𝙪 is still going for the Tempo Priest route. Oh, this is a super strong draw. Draws the Blood Eye Tyrant. So 𝙂𝙧𝙪 could have buff up lane, but instead of lane, he's going for the Tempo Priest route because you can only buff one. There's you can't really buff two monsters or two creatures because if you separate your buff cards, it's not going to be as strong as you dump them all on a single one. So 𝙂𝙧𝙪's choice is to dump it on Tempo Priest. But Tempo Priest only has 8 HP right now, and let's see his Tyrant. His Tyrant is level 3 and deals 9 damage. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there is 1, 2, 3. So when the next turn comes, there's gonna be 7 creatures that this Tyrant can hit. And the Tyrant hits twice. So I would say the odds is not too bad. The odds is not too bad. The odds are 2/7 to hit the Tempo Priest. Let's see if 𝙂𝙧 is lucky enough. Oh, okay, never mind. This is a super sad story. If Yep, if the Tyrant hits the Tempo Priest or maybe the Brave Teacher, then never mind. I would say never mind because I thought Brave Teacher works first before Lucky Cloud None, but it seems like the double HP works first and then it's a Brave Teacher. So if if the if the Brave Teacher works first, the Tempo Priest is only gonna be 11 attack, and that can take down 𝙂𝙧. But since this combo works in the best way it can work, it's 22 attack, so it doesn't matter whatever it hits. But 𝙂𝙧 is still very unlucky though. Literally hits all his creatures. Yep. If if it didn't work in the best way, then 𝙂𝙧 still has a chance. But yep, 𝙂𝙧 knows how his deck works. He knows this combo works in this way, so he knows he can win by playing that. Very smart. Very smart, very smart. And they all run in the same deck. The build power difference is the same. Okay, so they play the same deck until the end. Let me check the chat before we start this game. Oh, Uranus won his game. That's good. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I saw there's bot posting weird links and weird ads. I would say weird ads. Yeah, they are everywhere in the YouTube live stream. It is quite confusing for how the buff works because um there are many cases where you think a buff works in A way, but then it actually works in B way. Or stuff like when you bought a card and it works in A way, and then you haven't played the game for a while, and then a few days later you come back, you play the game, and then you play the same card, but it doesn't work in the A way as when you bought the card. It works in a completely new different way, a B way. And as far as I know, there's like no announcement regarding um buff order or stuff like that. There is announcement about game maintenance or marketplace maintenance, stuff like that, but there isn't really a gaming mechanic announcement patch thing yet. So maybe that's something they're working on right now, and maybe we can get that later in the future. Yeah, I actually was. I was actually trying to raise this issue to them, and I think I speak for quite a long time, so I think they can remember the issue simply because I raised it out for a long time. So I think they know about the issue, but I think it takes time as well. So maybe next World Cup, maybe next World Cup. Probably not this one. So next World Cup is probably gonna be season 2, new cards, and then there's gonna be official announcements about buffing order and stuff like that. So it's gonna be, I would say, a lot proper than this season. All right, let's see. Cry still running the same deck, and then Stucky is also running the same deck. Both of them are running hexproof. Interesting. So, oh, Stucky lucky draws his Tempo Priest, but Stucky, interesting. Stucky draw Tempo Priest last turn before he played Peach Festival. Peach Festival only draw 3 cards. So these 3 cards are what Stucky draws. And before he draw the 3 cards, he already had Tempo Priest. So Stucky had the choice to play Tempo Priest at 3 mana, and then next turn 4 mana he can burn just 1 card, whatever, either Dear Sage or normally draw a card when it's next turn, and by the order it's gonna be Brave Teacher. So he's gonna have either Dear Sage or Brave Teacher as a card to burn, and then he can burn either one of them, and then play Lord of Creation on the Temple Priest, and that's gonna be a hexproof Temple Priest, which 99.99% of the time wins you the game. Unless it's like the enemy also has a Tempo Priest, and then it has more buff than your Tempo Priest. But besides situation like that, usually Hexproof Tempo Priest wins you the game. But Saki didn't do that. Saki wants more cards. So let's see how Saki played this out. And Cry play. See? This is the play I was talking about. Cry knows what he wants. He plays a 3 mana creature on board first. And then his deck is probably built around creatures that can gain HP. Like this Roaring Badger and then the Turtle Monk. Like both of them are good creatures for setting up your hexproof because um their strongest point for setting up hexproof is that as long as you have hexproof on them, you don't have to worry about them being taken away off the board. So the enemy has two choice. Yeah, the enemy has like two options to deal with the hexproof creature. The first one is you just ignore this row and then you play. So in this case, Cry puts it at the bot row. So Saki, if you don't look at his cards, let's say he's a deck that can focus on giving pressure at top row and mid row, he can deal with this creature by playing cards at top and mid row, and then see if he can get Cry down before Cry's hexproof Badger heals too much HP for him. Because as long as Saki puts anything, any creature, even if it's a 1/1 creature, the Badger is gonna hit the creature and then deals no damage. So it means no damage to Stucky and then no HP gain for Cry. So that's the first way to deal with a hexproof creature. And for the second way is you try to set up a high attack monster. So let's say you put one monster that you want to set up in the middle or at the back line. And then you put something for Badger to hit in the front. And then that way your creatures survive this turn and hits Badger once with their natural stat. And then next turn you can buff up the creature and see if he can take the Badger down. That's like two ways to deal with this. And for Cry, as long as he sets up this hexproof creature, he can play Clean Sweep. This is probably one of the, I would say, the strongest combo you can get. You set up a super strong hexproof creature that gains HP, and then you just Clean Sweep that row. So you make sure there's no creature on the board for that row. So whether Saki plays creature at the bot or not, the Badger hits Saki. And as long as the Badger hits Saki, Pride gains HP. And that HP is gonna significantly slows down Saki's pressure from top and mid row. And that way Saki is gonna be forced to deal with Badger. And as long as Saki can deal with the Badger, then it's a free win for Cry. So let's see. Let's see if Saki is able to deal with this hexproof Badger. Okay, Stucky does play Tempo Priest, but it's one turn late than Cry. And then he puts Hexproof on here. And for Cry could have used Clean Sweep either at bot or try to clean away the Temple Priest. But he probably thinks Saki has hexproof as well. So he saves the clean sweep and see if he can take it away with the Fox Sword. But Saki has hexproof, so not able to take it away. But yeah, as you can see, this Badger hits the face and then gets him 8 HP and then deals in 8 HP. So that's actually a 16 HP difference. But Temple Priest does the same. And Temple Priest is actually a little bit stronger in terms of mechanic. Because for creatures like Badger, you have to actually hit the opponent before Temple Priest. They just sucks your HP. It literally it's absorb HP pre-strike, so it doesn't have to actually hit the opponent. So in terms of mechanic, Temple Priest is stronger. But when there's like no creature, then it's about stats. It's not about creature mechanic. And when it comes to stat, the Badger is the stronger one right now. 11 attack Badger. Then Cry sweeps away the mid row. Interesting. So Saki played I think another Temple Priest last turn in the mid row, and it gets clean sweep away. And if Stucky plays the Temple Priest at bot row last turn, then since Cry only swept the mid row and didn't have any extra sweep, then this Badger is gonna hit the Temple Priest that he newly placed last turn. And that's gonna deny 12 HP gain from Cry, and then it also blocks 12 HP, or it was 11 taken away, and that's gonna be a 22 HP difference. So I think Saki could have played better last turn, because if he played at the bot row, then it can probably win him the game. But I think Saki thinks Cry is gonna clean sweep, so that's why he didn't put it at the bot row. So we can also say Cry outplayed Saki in the mind game. And then Cry's gonna play this Tyrant again. Oh my god, he's actually super unlucky. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 creatures that his Tyrant can hit. And out of these 3, out of the 3 enemy creatures, there is 2 of them that can be taken away by Tyrant's debut. But one hits Brave Teacher. One hits his very own Burrowing Badger. It's very problematic, this Tyrant. I would say if I am Cry, I'm gonna take this card away, man. I will sell this card. It's not helping me. Oh, and it's exactly enough damage. This turn, if Stucky plays the Brave Teacher, if he plays Brave Teacher at the bot row, I think Stucky might have survived. So Stucky died, I think, because of 2 reasons. One is wasn't trying to block the Badger. And then the second one is positioning. If he placed Brave Teacher at the bot row, I would think that's a better positioning. And that might made him survive one more round. Yep. So probably wins the game by playing his Super Tyrant. Let's see. Let's see this game 3. Okay. Fry has Tyrant at the start. Interesting. He's probably gonna switch this away. And then Stucky's the same, running his Tempo Priest. Let's see, probably just saving Tempo Priest looking for buff. Okay. Changing everything. Playing the long ear girl into Pitch Festival. Okay. That's a play. Stucky's playing the monk first. Then probably gonna place Dane behind the monk. Or under. Probably behind, yeah, probably behind. Then Cry runs Pitch Festival. Okay. Everything looks very normal right now. And then Mastering Seclusion tries to kill the lane, but Lane gets double the HP, so Cry wasn't able to take it down. Good play by Stucky. Then Stucky plays the monk again, and you can't play two Mastering Seclusion as long as the first one is still alive. So Cry plays Clean Sweep. That's actually a smart move. That's actually a smart move. So he plays Clean Sweep to make sure he can hit the lane, because lane is gonna be the only one that's standing on the board after a Clean Sweep. And then buff out the board to make sure there is nothing mid row and bot row. Price plan is probably make sure he gets mid and bot row dominance, and then for top row, whatever problem can be stopped by this huge tree. The Stucky used the Smart Merchant and Tempo Priest combo. Created a really, really big Tempo Priest. Let's see if he can get Hexproof. Okay, nope. The Cry has Hexproof, but not Stucky. Stucky's still looking for Hexproof. But, yep. Cry already got his Force Hunting. Stucky needed his Hexproof last turn. Even if Stucky got Hexproof with his Pitch Festival this turn, it's still the Hexproof is still not making it on time. So by now it's very hard for Stucky to come back. Try Hexproof this huge rat with 2 buffs. So yep, it's so hard for Stucky. The moment that Stucky didn't get Hexproof on time, it's pretty much GG. Because Stucky really needs that Hexproof. That Hexproof is, I would say, it's the only winning condition for Stucky. He needs a buff Hexproof creature. It can't just be buffed. It has to be buffed and Hexproofed. So since Stucky is not buffing Lin, it's buffing the Tempo Priest, he needs that hexproof. So Stucky lost this game just because he didn't get that hexproof. It's just unlucky. Cry also played pretty well, but yeah, Stucky had the chance, and yep, Stucky had a chance. The deck had a chance, but he's not lucky. Alright, alright. Let's try round 4 starting soon. It's been an hour. Let's see, let's see. Is there any round 4 games that we can watch? Let's see. Only 1 minute away. Interesting. Let's check out one more game quickly, and maybe we can watch some live round 4 games. Alright, let's see. Let's see group number 12. Oh my god. Pretty lucky. 2.5k running into 3.5k absence. Sweet. Sweet day for him. One is a build power difference. It's also build power difference. Group 13. See. Oh my god, this is also lucky. 2.1k running into 3.3k absence. This one. Interesting. 2.6k wins the match. Let's see how this goes. Just looking at the cards, this deck is probably aggro. Infernal Pirate, classic aggro deck. And this one is Empire Pirate. Empire Pirate can be aggro or control. So looking at the cards, Alex is probably running control. And for Slee is probably running classic aggro. So let's see, it's a win for aggro or it's a win for control. We do know it's control, but we'll, we gotta see how the game goes as well. Gotta see how how control wins the game. Okay, it's looking pretty well. But it was looking pretty well until now. Okay, Alex seems to control the board right now. And it's not going to die this turn. So next draw, it's gonna be the final draw. And he gets it. The Evil Flame. Alex still had a chance. Had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alex had 1/7 chance to block this Evil Flame if he thinks he can draw it. Alright, let's see game 2. Let's see the chat first. Try some groups in the back. Yeah, we can try some groups in the back. And yeah, I'm going to do round 4. Probably doing another hour. Gonna do the round 4 games as well. I think round 4 started. Let's see if there's any live games going on. Okay, live games. And you said the back. Let's go all the way to the back. Okay, not too. Still preparing. We gotta see the first 10 group first. Groups at the back are still preparing. Okay. The hover and X-ray. Okay. X-ray is looking pretty good. Inferno and Pirate. Classic aggro. Gets the fireball. And hover only has silence. 3 more damage from X-ray. Both of them run out of cards. Hover gets 1. X-ray gets 1. Hover gets the AoE. Oh, sorry. Hover's AoE. Okay. Hover's AoE is not high level enough to deal 5 damage AoE. If it is, it clears the board. But even if it clears the board, X-ray got the Magma Ball. So X-ray is a lucky one. So X-ray wins the game. Hover couldn't deal with the aggro deck. His deck is probably a little bit too control. I would say a little bit too control. Let's see. Any live still going on? One crate difference live. How is this game not have a live? It's only 0 and 1, and there's no live. Is this a bug? Oh, it didn't start it yet. Okay, now there's a live. Let's see. Papsenly. Super high bell power. Always top ranking in rank match. Let's see how he does against Infernal Frozen. Infernal Frozen is also classic aggro. I would say classic aggro. Infernal Frozen and Infernal Pirate are 2 classic aggro deck race. Okay. Absoline running level 5. Fully level 5. Got Bully at the start and then plays 2 times in a row. Gets him 2 little pirates. Okay, play it one more time. Play 3 times in a row. So Pap is trying to lower the HP and then goes into unlimited portrait. Probably gonna do portrait this turn. You can see he already has it. And then RERW. I just call him RE. RE is probably not very lucky. He's probably lacking cards to play. That's why his HP gets lowered by this much. And then it's turn 6. Pap still has 41 HP. This is looking pretty bad for RE. Pap can just play portrait, but He's probably trying to just go for the kill. Yep, Pep is going for the kill. Okay, Pep gets it. Pep is playing pretty well. He can go into portrait, but nope, he's gonna finish the game. Where are you won the first game? Interesting. They're playing very fast and very intense. It's only been a couple minutes and they already beat each other one time. So the next game is gonna be the last game. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, Pep changed one card. So he probably got 3 cards that he wants. Oh, this is very, very lucky summon. This the best smuggle tank you can get. RE is RE stack is creature aggro. It doesn't look like spell aggro. So far RE stack looks like he's gonna play low mana and then good body creature to gain board control to lower the HP and then takes away the final HP with the classic Evil Flame. The deck is probably built around that way. And Pap's deck is just unique. Pap's deck is a unique deck. It can be aggro when you have the HP advantage, and it can be control when you are running low on HP. It's a well-built deck, but the cost for building this kind of unique deck is also very high. Ari's looking pretty good right now. We can see Pab has the falling stars, but that's not gonna help him clear the board for now. Just only does 1 damage AoE. Both of these got 2 HP left. But Pep has the portrait. Already gets the portrait. It's a little bit unlucky. A little bit unlucky, but still good enough. Because Pep is 1 HP higher than RE. So he can play another portrait and gets a portrait back. So let's see how Pep's gonna play. I think Pep is gonna play one more portrait. Yep. Oh, and RE got strong hands too. RE plays Infernal Butcher. Oh, but it's a little bit unlucky. Didn't get the didn't get the piggy. But this time RE is able to get Pep's HP lower than him. So if Pep plays one more portrait, he can get another portrait back. And on top of that, if Pep just play portrait and nothing else, he's probably gonna be taken away by RE this turn because it's turn 6. And the board damage is 9 plus 10, 19 plus 4, 23. 23 by now. And the piggy can probably block, let's say 2. So that blocks 9 and then heals around 6, so 15. So Pep's still gonna be 8 HP lower, or about 8 to 10 HP lower than now. So that's gonna make him 5 HP. So RE only needs 5 more damage. Yep, and RE has the damage. And Pap didn't play Portrait. Sick. This is sick, man. Oh, and Pap changed decks as well. His 4K deck is not. Yep, Pap's 4K battle power deck is not good against aggro deck. So he changed to probably a deck that's better against aggro, and then wins the first game. But we saw the second game. It doesn't seem working very well, and RE wins the game. So RE gets Pap down. Let's see the rankings. Check out the ranking. Oh, RE is not doing well, but he's dragging Pap down. Pap only got 8 points right now. Interesting. Will Pap be able to get out of group? Or Pap's gonna lose? This is it's very interesting. Makes me wanna see the games later. Let's see. Let's check out some live games. Let's see. Check out the groups. Oh, here's live. Oh, Top and Rocket Money. Okay, this is very interesting. Let's see. Top and Rocket Money. Top already got this Hexproof Super Turtle Monk. Judgment Day. Rocket Money burns Judgment Day. I mean, not a very surprising choice because the monk is too big. Judgment Day can kill creatures with Hexproof. By this time, Top already wins. There's like no way with 8 mana Rocket Money can deal with this turtle when his board is only filled off of 2 corpse. Both of them plays the angel, but Hexproof gets to move. Okay, that's one more turn. Survive one more turn, but nothing changed. Actually, things got worse. There's still only 2 corpse, and then Top got one more angel on the board. Oh, but Rocket Money has the Deathless Spirit. It's gonna go for the RNG. Let's see if his RNG works. Okay, and he gets a mid row. Spawns one more time. Okay. Let's see. Spawns one more time. Where it is? Oh, that's a sad story. If Rocket Money's Deathless Spirit spawn from the front to back and then back to the front again, he might have a chance. He actually might have a chance because Zen and Empire, both of these race, they don't have a silence card. So Top can't silence this Deathless Spirit. He needs a clean sweep. Not even Mastering Seclusion because he already filled up the backline with Angel. So he needs clean sweep. But that's when Deathless Spirit is spawn at the mid row. And apparently nope, it's already at the bot. So it's looking pretty bad for Rocket Money right now. Oh, and Rocket Money has a huge Siege Beast. but gets taken away 20 HP by Top's AoE. Can Rocket Money place another Siege Beast? Is that possible? I think Top is also waiting for a clean sweep. Okay, combo also works. So Top gets combo. But Rocket Money's Winter God gets to survive. That's gonna suck a lot of HP. +8, +8. So if Rocket Money can play one more Ice Beast in front of the Ice God, you might have a chance. But we don't know yet. We don't know yet. And the Deathless Spirit at bot row plus the corpse already got 12 attack right now. But Top gets one more combo. So Top's turtle got 3 combos right now. He can hit 3 times in a row. It's victory. The victory of the Super Turtle, man. Frozen wasn't strong enough. The turtle that wins the game. But Rocket Money won the first game, so it's 1-1. There's gonna be one more game. Let's check out last game between Rocket Money and Top. Okay, Top switch 2 cards. Rocket Money doesn't seem to switch a single card. So Rocket Money probably has a really good starting hand. So Top played his festival by burning the protector and then plays a creature that's so good for buff but gets taken away by the converted spell. Okay. Rocket Money probably also burned a card, yeah. So he burned Ice Age just to play converted spell. Interesting. If Rocket Money didn't draw recruiting, he already has it before he played converted spell, then it's a very smart play. He played the converted spell first and then do the recruiting. So he makes sure Top can do the classic creature into hexproof combo. To very strong, very smart play. I would say very smart play. And we can see he already has Siege Beast in his hand. Ice Piece is ready to get onto the board. Just one more turn. Yep, so Top does have hexproof, but he can only use it on the Angel. But Angel does gain HP, so if he can get the Angel Yin Seal and combo, then this is gonna be his carry to win the game if he have those cards in his hand. Let's see, Siege Beast is naturally 10 attack. And then he has 4 ice blocks. So that's gonna be 4 more damage. Be 14. Oh, he has Ice God. Okay. So it's probably gonna be 6 damage. Slack 6. Yep. Slack 6 HP. But the Angel is hexproof. So it gets 10 back. So Top still gets 4 HP back. Then last turn. Then Ice God into the Beast. Oh, and Top gets the 𝙂𝙢𝙢𝙪𝙩𝙪 plus combo. 𝙂𝙢𝙢𝙪𝙩 plus combo. Classic combo. Let's see. Rocket Money. It's only 2 HP away. Let's see how this goes. Is there a clean sweep from Top? Can Top draw out that clean sweep? Nope. There's no clean sweep from Top. Rocket Money wins the game. Let's see how Top is doing. Top got 10 points and Rocket Money got 12. And Cry got 12. So it means they were all winning. They didn't lose a single game. Both Top and Rocket Money until they meet each other. And Rocket Money is the winner. That's not very good news for Top. But if Top only loses to Rocket Money and he's able to deal with everyone else, and there is 3 players that can make it out of a playing stage, then Top should be fine. Fine. Let's see. Probably go 10 groups back. I find some life. See. Maybe 10 more. 10 more groups. Okay. Maybe another 10 more groups. Okay, live. Let's see. This one. Oh, this is super balanced. Let's check out this super balanced team. Okay. The level 3 reinforced. So no extra chance for one more. And then Stalker runs the classic lane combo. Whatever heritage creature, and then lane. Looking good for Stalker. But Sobo is not doing bad as well. Sobo has a level 2 Moon Priest. Into the Missionary. Oh, but Stalker has Expedition Equipment. This is interesting. It's a very interesting card. A very strong Empire buff card. But not many people run this card. Very interesting choice for Soccer. People usually don't run this card because it does give you the creature the function of gaining HP, but for most of the time you buff the creature and it just dies, or it hits on anything that's not enemy, so it doesn't get you any HP. But Stalker wins this game by playing that, so very good choice from Stalker. Stalker wins 2 games in a row. Interesting. Let's actually check out the first game. Let's see if Stalker plays Lane. Oh, Stalker has Lane and Caroline. Okay, so it's probably Lane Caroline and then buffing cards plus Heritage. And Sobo is the classic Zoo deck. Place a bunch of small minions and buff them. Okay. Stalker is going for Caroline. The Sobo is buffing up, and Sobo can play Hymn of Light this turn. Soccer plays a clean sweep. So that leaves Sobo two, only two, only two creatures with 4/6 body. Not too bad, but not very good as well. When Sobo cannot deal with Caroline at this point. Soccer plays the monk plus lane. Now Soccer has completely dominated this top row. Sobo is forced to focus on mid row and bot row now. Soccer has one more AoE. So that gets Soccer only one row of damage problem. And then he lucky draws this Pixie. Sobo has AoE. This Pixie gonna die. But that Pixie heritage the rabbit. And then Caroline got that 4 damage last hit. It's well played. It's a well played by Stalker. If Stalker plays Pixie at the front or at the back, then he's probably not winning. I think he's gonna lose if he didn't play Pixie at the mid row of at the middle spot of the mid row. So well played, well played by Soccer. Let's see if there's any more live games. There's still a live game. Let's see. The last game. Last game for 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙩𝙗 and Zion. Spartan. Let's see. The battle between Globe and Brazil. Zion's raises Inferno and Frozen. So assuming it's classic aggro. And then 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙗 is running Empire and Zen. Empire and Zen is like the classic icon of Zoo deck right now. You run a lot of farmers with field defense, or just summon a bunch of bamboo and then runs Hymn of Light. That would be the 4 cards of the deck. Yep. So he just got Hymn of Light. But Zion has a really good Cruel Summoner. Oh. And 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙗 just surrender. Can't bear with the Summoner anymore. Let me see. I just passed your group. So your group is probably around here. 40 to 50. Okay. Let's quickly see. Let's quickly see if there is any guy that has a name similar to Uranus. Let's just check out ranking. Okay, maybe not 41. See 42. It's like not 42. Any Uranus? Nope. Nope. Oh, the deck. It's been a while since the deck. And he's playing Zen and Frozen. Interesting. I remember the deck as Academy player, so it's interesting to see him running Zen and Frozen. There's literally no Academy. Probably switch deck. Still no Uranus. By this time, I'm pretty sure your username is nothing related with Uranus. One more team. Yep. Yeah, I am probably looking for the wrong keyword. Alright, let's see if there's any live games right now. The 500 difference. Let's see if there's any. Oh, this is pretty close. But the race is not very unique. Oh, this one looks interesting. The Rough Rock Empire deck versus Rough Rock Pirate deck. Let's see, let's see. So this looks like a trample deck. And this one looks like healing deck. A healing deck that focuses on buffing the red. Trample plus HP. And then missionary. This is probably a little bit too much for just red and piggy. Sadly, piggy and red cannot deal with super trample. That is a 2-0 for Ruby card. This group is still fighting. Let's see what they're doing right now. Charge Judgment Day. Interesting. This is new 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙩𝙗. Okay. 𝙂𝙧𝙪 is running Dan and Empire. So probably a buffing deck. And maybe Sammy Zoo. And then Azure is running Frozen Dan. Very classic, very classic. So Azure is probably waiting for his Tempo Priest. Or maybe he can just hexproof his general. Hexproof general is also a very strong carry. Because it has a trample. It doesn't run into the problem of you hexproofing a super strong creature, but then it gets blocked up by small zoo creatures. So General is a very good buffing target. The only problem is that General is a legendary card. So it's very hard to level it up, and it's also very hard to draw him. The odds is only 1 out of 30. The mid row has 10 damage. And the synergy is 1, so it's gonna be 4. And Azure didn't hit the crossbowman, so. Oh, but the king hits the crossbowman. but that's still not enough to make 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙪 survive one more turn. Alright, I think that's a 1-1. Yep. 𝙂𝙧𝙪 and 𝙂𝙧𝙪 are 1-1 right now. Let's wait for their third game. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see who can win the last game. 𝙂𝙧𝙪 changed 2 cards. 𝙂𝙧𝙪 only changed 1. So it's Long Ear Girl versus Pitch Festival. Okay. Western Seclusion. Then the Ambusher mid row gets that free 8 damage onto the face. And it's turn 4 for 𝙂𝙧𝙪. So if 𝙂𝙧𝙪 is playing like that, I'm assuming 𝙂𝙧𝙪 already has hexproof. That's why he burned a card and played the Ambusher turn 2 when he's only 3 mana. So by this turn, if 𝙂𝙧𝙪 burns one more card, he can get hexproof. But it seems like 𝙂𝙧𝙪 is still looking for hexproof. But 𝙂𝙧 probably thinks it's going to hexproof, so he didn't use clean sweep. Or maybe doesn't have clean sweep. Okay. It's burning resources to stop Ambusher from hitting the face. But it's slowly losing the board. Oh, and he got the Judgment Day. Nice, nice. So 𝙂𝙧𝙪 is waiting for hexproof, but he didn't get it. And then 𝙂𝙧 runs this Wine Master, level 3 Wine Master. Helps him get the board after a Judgment Day. Very strong play. Also a very smart play, and then use Caroline to block Master in Seclusion, and then buff up the Wine Master. Well played, well played. That's super well played by 𝙂𝙧. I would say 𝙂𝙧𝙪 gets outplayed. So very well played by 𝙂𝙧. That's a very good play. Let's see. There's how many more teams? 3, 4. There is four more groups. Let's say yeah, let's watch them all. Only 4 more. We can do it. Let's see, let's see. This one. A 300 difference. Looking not bad. Let's check out this one. Frozen Demon versus Frozen Empire. So it's probably aggro versus control. Inferno Frozen is probably aggro. Right, the aggro side is looking pretty well. The interesting part is it's not the Infernal cards being aggro, it's a Frozen card being aggro. That's very interesting because Frozen is usually used for control. It's late for some players living in Asia. Yeah, I know. I am also a player living in Asia, so it is pretty late. It's almost, it's 10 minutes away from 12 a.m. I would say I would say the tournament time can be set in a can be set in a better time. Can be set in a better time, but that's also probably next World Cup. Okay? Andy's doing pretty well. Andy gets a board back by playing late game creatures one by one. Angelina into the Icefield Siege Beast. And then holds that AoE in his hand to make sure he can kill the opponent when he needs to clear the board. So at this moment, Inferno Frozen probably needs to hold the board with with his with his Ice Mountain. Hold the board with Ice Mountain and then plays whatever legendary he runs, and maybe there's a chance for him to come back. It's an interesting choice to play the Winter Fighter instead of the Ice Mountain. I think it's because he knows Andy can see his Ice Mountain, so Andy assumes he's gonna play Ice Mountain, so he didn't play Ice Mountain. Little mind game here. And this turn, it's also the same problem for Andy again. Is it gonna play Ice Mountain? Yep, and running out of cards. So he has to play Ice Mountain. But Caroline still gets to move. That's the power of hexproof. The punishment is 25 damage AoE. So the mountain dies if Andy plays the AoE. So it's 9 plus 2, that's 11, plays the AoE. The butcher didn't get any one of these. So Andy gets a win. That's a 2-0 for Andy. I would say it's more engaging than season 1. Yeah, I would say season 2 is better than season 1. But things can still get better, you know? Things can still get better. There's always room for improvement. Now silent units have the same effect as the hexproof when it comes to Ice Mountain. Oh yeah, I know about that. they also secretly changed silent. So silent silent is like hexproof right now. The only difference is that you can't buff the silence unit, but you can buff the hexproof unit. Yeah. Alright. That's one more group. Let's check out this group. A lot of absent. You're looking for live. Okay, this looks interesting. This is the last game. It's a rough rock Zen deck. 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙩𝙪 is probably running control. It's looking pretty control. Running the hippo and then running the spearman with force hunting. Looks like a control deck. And then Andre is running Frozen Empire. Also looks control, okay? So both of them are control decks. This is the control duel. There is no aggro. So this is probably gonna be a long game. And it's also their last game. Gonna be very intense. Okay, Master Ren runs into Ice Mountain, one shot the mountain. That's well played. Well played by 𝙂𝙪𝙪. I'll play Andre's Ice Mountain. Sick play, sick play, sick play. And Andre only has one card left. Yep, one card left, and 𝙂𝙪 still have so many cards. And then this is a double HP Pixie. And gets 3 heritage. And then uses combo. But Andre lucky draws the AoE. Okay, okay. Very intense, very intense. And then 𝙂𝙪 lucky draws the Tyrant. Okay, okay. Game completely comes to the RNG phase. There's no mind game. Just pure RNG. And 𝙂𝙪 is the lucky guy tonight. Let's check out 𝙂𝙪's ranking. 𝙂𝙪's 9 point, Andre's 8. That's very close. I would say this is very close. And then there's 3 people with 7 points. This is a super close team. Or a super close group. Group number 82. Mega intense. Everyone is so close. There's only one absent guy. Very active, very active. Alright. There is probably 2 more groups. Let's just check out 2 more groups. One's still live. One's also live. Round 2. This one is also round 2. Let's check out this one. It's a Russian name. We haven't checked out any games with Russian name. So it's Empire pirate deck. Interesting Empire pirate deck. It's a buffing one. Buffing Empire pirate deck. But sadly runs into Empire's End. Okay. Runs Maki, the illusionist, but gets blocked by the Zoo strat. Provisor is probably looking for more creatures now. But in the end, both of them played AoE to clear the board. Yep, not surprisingly, Empire's End is playing the Zoo strat. So just gonna fill up the board with as many creatures as he can, and then play Hymn of Light. That's a win condition. Oh, but it's actually the Russian guy that runs Hymn of Light instead of the Empire's End. Very interesting. But Wine Master is a lot stronger than Hymn of Light. So there's 12 and 6, so there's 18 damage right now. Then there is 18, 20, 22. Oh, and Provisor got the Judgment Day. Oh, that's a sad story. Provisor is probably saving his Hymn of Light. Provisor was already planning to use Judgment Day. That's why he didn't use any of the buff cards, such as Hymn of Light or the 𝙬𝙧𝙪𝙩𝙪. So now after Judgment Day, Provisor is gonna start buffing up. I think that's his plan. And then he's 5 HP away from winning the game. Runs a Lights of Dawn. Interesting card. And then our Russian player has to surrender. Can't bear with Provisor's buffing card anymore. That new spell card is interesting. It's like another version of Hymn of Light. And this is their last game. Let's check out their last game. So both of them got cards played round 1. The Provisor is burning cards to play 3 mana spell. So we can assume he has another 3 mana card. Okay, or maybe no. Maybe that's the only card he has to play, and he's hoping he draw another one. And then obviously he didn't get it. Otherwise, he would have played whatever he draw. But he does have the bamboo. So if he had the bamboo, he could have played the bamboo last turn, but he didn't. So he probably got cards that he doesn't want to burn in his hands. And that is probably buff card. Very interesting. So Provisor is probably thinking whether he should buff or play creature. And he decided to play creature. I would say smart play. He doesn't need to clear the board. And this turn, he can tries to clear the board or buff the bamboos. Personally, I would still try to clear the board. Okay. He chooses to summon more bamboo, maybe because he's running out of spell cards to do AoE. Now it's looking really good for the Russian side. We do know the Russian deck also runs AoE spell card. So if Provisor choose to buff here with Hymn of Light or or Empire spell card and gets destroyed by AoE, then it's gonna be really hard for him to come back. Right? There's no AoE. There's more creatures. Now Provisor only has one bamboo left. But Judgment Day can save Provisor. Can Provisor play Judgment Day? Yes, Provisor can play Judgment Day. He has it. He's been saving the Judgment Day. Well played by Provisor. Holding that Judgment Day until the very last moment. And then after Judgment Day, plays the Field Defense plus Lights of Dawn combo. 9 mana combo. 9 mana combo into trees. Very strong, very strong. And then the tree can hold the top row for one more turn. And then if Provisor gets one more Hymn of Light, into clean sweep, I think that would be GG. It's 3 card versus 1 card. And that 1 card is a 2 mana Templar Protector. A not very good card. Not very good card when it's this late. And Provisor gets this game. Congrats to Provisor. Provisor got 9 points. Looking good, looking good. It's only 3 points under Tomato. Alright. And I think that's it for today's stream. Let's end the stream here. And before we end the stream, let's thank our sponsors again. Let's thank BNB Chain, Biosyn, and Izumi Finance for sponsoring today's live stream. Gotta remember the sponsors. Alright, and that's it for today. See you guys 2 days later.